Welcome back to Wolf Weather. This is the forecast for Friday, January 12th. I'm Tom, and I'll be guiding you through the graphics. We're going to be looking at this developing winter storm that's going to be moving up the Appalachian Mountains and also bringing some snow and freezing rain and ice to Middle Tennessee and some other areas up in Kentucky. But first, let's go ahead and look at our national radar, see what we have. And there it is. And out in the northwest, they're getting a combination of rain and snow. There is some snow because of cold air that's up there in Wisconsin near the lakes. But if you look east, that's all rain. So there is some warm air in place in the eastern U.S. But in Missouri and Ohio, the cold air is starting to come in. It's changing over to ice and snow. There's some reports of cars with freezing rain on them and stuff. So the cold air is definitely sinking south for sure. Now this is our regional radar, and you can see a little bit of blue in the pink, which is a mix. And so that leading edge up there is where that cold air is, and that's all going to be moving south into western Tennessee, Memphis, Nashville, Jackson. Then there's a break in Middle Tennessee, as you can see, for now. And over here in East Tennessee, we have some showers we've been getting on and off this evening. And also over in western North Carolina near Asheville, they've been getting some. And been getting a good bit of rain right near the North Carolina-South Carolina border. We'll talk about that in a minute. This just basically shows you which way the storms are all moving. They're all moving toward the north. So that southerly flow out of the south is bringing up moisture and some warmer air for right now. But that'll all be changing later on Friday for us over here in East Tennessee. Now this is showing, this is Hendersonville, Transylvania County, and different areas right down there. There's actually a flood warning out and a flood watch, and also an advisory out, a flood advisory. There's also, that's not showing up on this, is a dense fog advisory, and that's for like Greenville, Spartanburg, that area. And pretty much any place that's been getting some rain, as you know, I've told you in the past, you're going to be getting some dense fog. Next one up, and this one, actually this one here actually is I think a little bit newer. So it is showing that fog. It's just not showing the flood warnings and flood watches right there on those border counties. It is showing the high wind advisory that's up there for the mountains right on the Tennessee-North Carolina border. I believe that's expired at 10 p.m. on Thursday, but still could get some winds, just not those 50-mile-an-hour winds. And here's another mild night. This is for overnight tonight into Friday morning. And you can see we're talking 50s, mid-50s at that. So nowhere close to snow, ice, or anything else. But again, that's going to be changing as that cold air pushes in from the northwest, and we'll be looking at that in just a couple minutes. Let's see if I can pull up, let's see, one of the forecasts. Okay, this is for the Tri-Cities area. This is like Bristol, and where else is over there? Johnson City, that area. And you can see 80% chance, but it'll be 65 degrees tomorrow. But then you can look at Saturday. They're looking for some snow and flurries, 50% chance, but a high of only 30. And it's going to stay cold other than Monday, which it gets up to around 38, and then some more possible snow showers coming in late Monday. But then it's going to be cold again with middays in the 20s and nights in the single digits. Now here's this storm track, the forecast, and sort of gives you a little bit of a timeline. And you'll see at 7 a.m. where that low is going to be, and it's just going to follow that line right on up. And but it's also we're going to be on sort of right over it, if not on the east side a little bit. So we will get some changeover over here to probably right to snow, maybe a little bit of freezing rain or sleet. But the worst part's going to be in western part of Tennessee. And actually, if you're looking at this, you can see this is the winter weather advisory, and this is for middle Tennessee. And you can see we're not under that over here in Gatlinburg and Johnson City and Bristol and that area. But we still could get some snow, especially probably up in the Bristol, Johnson City area up in there. But now again, since we've been having some rain tonight, they have issued a dense fog advisory, and it could be patchy areas where the visibility gets below a quarter of a mile. So we just have to watch out for that over here in East Tennessee area tonight and Friday morning. Probably by about 10 a.m. or so, most of that will be out of here. Well, let's pull up another graphic. We have a lot of graphics here tonight, but you need to see these. Now this one here, this is, I believe this one is out of Memphis. Yep, this is the Memphis one. So you got everything from a winter storm warning to winter storm advisories and everything else over there. So they're going to be getting some ice and snow, just probably a mixture of everything in western Tennessee and also middle Tennessee, especially up near Nashville and that area. They're looking for a lot. Now here's ice accumulations from 7 Thursday morning till 7 p.m. Saturday, and you can see most of it's going to be over there from mid Tennessee west. So they're not really showing much over here in East Tennessee or western North Carolina for ice accumulations, the way that snow is coming down. Now you can see there's some pretty good areas up in Tennessee, not in Tennessee, in Kentucky up there. So they'll have to be real careful up there. And this is the precipitation and the forecast. And looking at this now, I've been looking at this thing all day, and it's showing a pretty good bit of rain on the east side of the Appalachians. So that could be where that low is going to be tracking up through there, is going to bring a lot more rain on the eastern side than over here on the western side of the Appalachian mountain chain here in East Tennessee. Just depends on the track of that low. Next up, this is the snowfall forecast, and you can see we are a little bit into that light blue area, which is less than an inch. So yep, you could probably get a dusting, and it might actually come in at a time that it might stick a little bit on the cars, but probably on the ground with this warmer rain and the warmer days we've had, you won't get any accumulation here in East Tennessee on the ground, unless things change, but it doesn't look that way right now. And again, here's one of our future casts. This is 5 p.m. Today, Friday. And you can see the rain, ice, and freezing rain, all that is pretty much in that, that's pretty much what they call the plateau area, but that's pretty much middle Tennessee. And just rain and some little bit of a heavier rain over here in the Newport, Dandridge, Greenville area. So we're looking for more of a rain event around 5 p.m. than we are anything else. And here is this is for Knoxville, and you can see pretty much what's going to happen with these temperatures. And on Saturday, you're only going to have a high of 31, Sunday 32, Monday it might get up to around 40, but then it's going to be right back down to 22. So, and then it looks like the rest of the week we're going to be pretty much close to until Thursday. Looks like we're going to be below freezing again. So you have to worry about black ice and different things because it's not going to get above freezing to melt it. So hopefully it evaporates. And this is Asheville, the next few days. And pretty much it's about the same thing. It looks like they could be a little bit warmer over there in the daytime. And that would be good, but they're still getting very cold at night. So a lot of that stuff will refreeze. But hopefully the roads will dry out. And that's going to be the biggest problem is travel, especially in shaded areas and stuff where the sun doesn't get to, and they haven't been able to treat the roads. You're going to have black ice and things like that, which is really dangerous. Now this we just got in. This is the future cast for 8 p.m. tomorrow, or actually today, Friday. And again, even at 8 p.m. Over here in Newport, Greenville area, and such, in East Tennessee here, they're not showing it changing over to snow or ice or anything yet. So it'll probably be at least midnight or a little later before we get our changeover. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, and we appreciate all our subscribers. And check back with us tomorrow, and we'll see what's going to happen here with this storm. But it is a fast-moving storm, so it's not going to linger around. Whatever you're going to get, you'll probably be getting by midnight or 6 in the morning, early Saturday morning, and it'll be out of here. And then the cold air is going to be moving in. Well, have a great Friday, and tune back, and we'll see what's going on tomorrow.